Hello, Iris.
Hi, Caitlin. How are you, love?
I'm doing so good. It's wonderful to see you again. How are you doing this week?
I'm doing great, love.
Beautiful. Well, I'm so excited to share everything I love about your work with my audience. And I'm excited to share your super fun, evolving genius improv game with my people. I look forward to exploring your newest unique program for appreciation people at events. And I'm excited to just honor everything about you and the honoring that you do and the selfless love and kindness and joy that you share. Like we said it before, the inner child that you express through your work in all that you do. So I'm really excited to be here with you today.
Well, thank you. I'm really thrilled to be here with you today, too. And, this is just my newest thing, and I'm just like so super excited about it. And I'm really thrilled about the possibility of beautiful people like you who are so naturally honoring of other people. And my big vision is being able to have other entertainers out doing this for groups of people. And, people really want events these days to bring people together, especially after COVID.
Absolutely.
And appreciating each other is so incredibly important. And I think that this program could work for so many different venues.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And in these times, appreciation and honoring is just monumental, or it could be life shifting. So I feel like you are a visionary yourself by bringing forth this appreciation and honoring that you've been doing for years and years. And now people are really starting to receive this and say, hey, I want this. It's okay to be honored. It's okay to be appreciated. Abso-freaking-lutely it is. Like, absolutely. And you've looked into people's souls, and now we've finally catching up, and we're like, okay, we're ready to play. We want to be appreciated. We want to be honored. So I deeply honor the visionary in you for bringing forth this beautiful way of recognizing people's gifts and hearts and soul essence. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you for that. Well, and the other thing is, I think we all need practice honoring each other.
Absolutely.
Being honored is great, and yet people really, their social skills just aren't as good as I'd like to see them. Let me just put it as nicely and politely as possible, and that's about the best I can do. So yes, it is important that I think that we practice honoring each other, and that's my goal. And people ask me, well, what's the visionary edition? Because for me, it's Evolving Genius Improv, my visionary edition. I have a couple of others in the works. And people ask me, what's being a visionary all about? And for me, a visionary is one who is inspired and haunted by humanitarian ideals and humanitarian endeavors, right?
You. Yeah.
I mean, some people are a big picture, and they do embrace humanity, and they do embrace a sense of oneness. And we do look at what could be possible rather than bitching about what ain't working, put on your rose-colored glasses,
Yes.
widen your screen,
I love it. I love your enthusiasm.
Well, too.
Well, I feel like you have already kind of expressed some of your passion on why you love to do this, but could you share what you most are passionate about this improv event program? I mean, you can already feel it exuding through the camera and your energy, but please elaborate more if you can.
I sure can. Of course I can. It's uplifting. It's totally positive. Yes. And it's an opportunity for people to practice honoring other people and keeping the focus off of themselves all the time. I'm not going to name names, but so many times when I've had something fabulous happen in my life, I will call someone close to me, a relative or a friend, and I'm all excited, and they'll go, oh, you're so lucky. Oh, this wonderful stuff always happens to you. Gosh, you get to do a party for Demi Moore, and I never, you always. And, it's like, it's not about you for a second. Okay, can it be about me for just a minute? And so the honoring improv, and it's okay to share your wisdom, and it's okay to do a little of that. However, one of the goals is to keep the honoring focus on honoring the other person.
I love that.
So I really love that too. And well, and you and I were joking the other day about narcissistic numbskull, being one of my most popular sassy awards that people send anonymously through my Etsy shop, Evolving Genius Awards. And, people sometimes need a little gentle nudge. I think we all do, especially after spending so much time alone in COVID. It's like, and we make ourselves crazy. Another thing that I feel is really important to look at with visionary thinking is that I think one of the first things is we have to learn healthy detachment. We are all maniacs with our attachments and our stances and our opinions and our, it's like, give it a rest. I mean, we have to learn healthy detachment. And so one of the great things about this game or event process, whatever you want to call it, is that you get to pick luck of the draw. It's like the universe gets to speak what your prompt is, what your visionary possibility is. So it's not me laying my stuff on you. It's not my opinion. It's not the person next to you who's playing with you's opinion. It is as if the universe is offering you a universal possibility. So it kind of takes the personal out of it, and then it brings in the personal and the universal, with the honoring insights that people share. And I'm so excited about all the ways it can be used. So a lot of people go to really nice nightclubs and do trivia. Well, that's all mental, and they're a little tired of it and a little burned out. It's like, what Well, let's go beyond that.
Right.
Let's do some big picture stuff. Let's do some funner things. And the other thing I'm excited about is I love improv people. They are witty. They are creative. They are flowing. They are brilliant. They're funny.
Yes.
And so improv can bring all of those things into the picture. Be bold, be real, be funny, have fun.
Absolutely. Voice too. It's almost like what you're really doing is giving people a voice to, embrace all that they are. Like, be your boldest self, be your courageous self, be your most authentic self. So this game, these awards, they really empower people to speak their truth, which is so beautiful.
And hopefully with the nightclubs, people, it's kind of like dancing. Oh, I got to have 2 drinks before I can dance. Well, maybe you need a couple of shots before you can try honoring people, whatever. For some people, that might be helpful. I think it might be fun as a bar game.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, just for like anniversary parties or any kind of gathering or just an occasion of itself.
There's so many ways to reach people and bring this fun inner child, this joy, this way of honoring and appreciate people. Like, there's not just one way you have to do it. Like, we have to go in this room and do this. It's like, you can do this anywhere. A wedding, like you said, a bar, so that's beautiful that it can reach all people. So I love the universality of it. So thank you for that. Beautiful.
Yes. And one of the things that makes me giggle when I think about it, in fact, I had a dream about it, employees honoring each other. Get over the petty gossipy nonsense and do something so that, like, you take it with you. Oh, my coworker actually honored me and said this about me, or actually saw this wonderful quality about me, or, that just thrills me. There is so much garbage that goes on in the workplace. And yes, we give everything to work, and we have to work on our martyrdom stuff because work is hard and we feel exploited a lot in the workplace. I get it. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, wore it out. Don't want another one. Nevertheless, being able to honor your coworkers and be honored by them, that's the kind of stuff that just thrills me.
Absolutely.
Let businesses put some of their money where it really will matter, bringing their people together in a positive, uplifting, and memorable way. I really believe it'll be memorable. And I also can imagine that people might want to record this. Nowadays, people's got phones everywhere. It's great.
Oh, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Yeah, you can give people permission to record or not. I don't have to do any of that. You want to bring your phone? You want to record me honoring you? That's great. So
I'm thinking, like, if we all got on YouTube 5 years from now and we saw these videos of people honoring one another, just
It's
How
coming.
was it like? So this is groundbreaking what you've brought into tangible form for us. So thank you. And aside from like bringing people together and this joy, what do you think most people love most about your Evolving Genius Improv? Like, I know you mentioned a few things. There's so many reasons to love it, but what do you think it really is? Like,
Well, I think honoring is what it's all about. And here's the truth of it that I can tell you. I'm going to come out of the closet. Being a grandma who looks around and says, we need some serious social skills, evolution people. It's a way to teach social skills in a fun way. It's like slide it in there where you can, grandma, because you know it's important. Okay. And we can do this with all ages. I feel like this is age 8 and up, 8-year-olds and up. So pretty much any ages, pretty much any occasion, and let these children, let our precious little children, not only our inner child,
absolutely.
which is what improv really brings out, is our fun-loving inner child. Let our children learn to honor each other early in life, to set a precedent for the rest of their lives. Isn't that thrilling to you?
Well, to be programmed in a way of absolutely, that's like being programmed to appreciate and to extend gratitude and love. So absolutely, this is a great way to bring our children and our future generations into a place of love and gratitude and joy, and creating this heaven on earth, really.
Well, and how wonderful for us parents to do it in families where we can demonstrate our ability. And we can all be lifelong learners together. And of course, it helps enhance communication skills,
Absolutely.
with thinking. It helps with memory. All of those things are just really important. I've always said, if relationships are so important, and they are because they affect every area of our lives, if relationships are so important, why don't we spend more time really nurturing them and learning about how to evolve them and enhance them in positive ways? So this is just one of my little answers.
Beautifully said. To think of it now that you're mentioning it, as I also feel like it fosters leadership development with these games. Like, what kind of leader do we want? We're all leaders, but what kind of leader are you? And you're helping foster this leadership and kindness, this love, this joy, and this honoring. So I feel like there's also that sense of empowering leadership skills as well on the side of the communication skills. So.
Well, thank you. And I love the fact that everybody gets to pick a really goofy game name. And I have some really fun ones. I'll let you pick one. But like some of my nicknames, Anonymous Instigator, Improvisational Innovator, I like that one. Poetic Justice, Eloquently Enlightened, that one's you. Cosmic Loving Presence, that one's you. Power Ranger, Wisdom Keeper, Cosmic Rainbow Dancer, Range Rover, Miracle Worker. You get to pick a fun game name, because sometimes, like in a bar setting, you might not want people to know your name, but this way we can communicate with each other. So I love that. And then, of course, I love my over 90 keywords. To me, they represent, I call them wisdom words. They represent our values, what's important: love, truth, wisdom, joy, adventure, honesty, honoring, all of those important words to assist people in being able to honor each other.
Let's not forget the tree. So.
I'm sorry?
Let's not forget the tree too.
I didn't hear you.
Oh no, is it breaking up?
It's okay, go ahead again.
I said, let's not forget, I'm looking over some of them, and Tree Hugger is one of them. And I just feel like that's absolutely exquisite as well for all the tree huggers out there. There's just so many fun, delightful, enlightening, so creative too. Like who thinks of these? You did, visionary. So absolutely fun and beautiful.
Well, good. I thought you said something about truth, and it's like, truth is one of my keywords. Don't think it's not on there, right there next to willingness. Yeah. By unity, all of those great words. So those are really, really important to me, to put people in a resourceful position to make it easy. Beautiful. So are you ready to play with me?
Let's do it.
Okay, so the first thing, pick a game name. Did you have one? I'm not sure. Oh, Tree Hugger.
Oh, let's do Tree Hugger.
Right, cute little tree hugger. And I am the Honoring Celebrant. That is my name. So basically what we do is we pick 2 or 3 numbers. I have 66 different prompts. So we practice healthy detachment. It's not me picking one for you. It's the universe. We're picking it by number. So I got my little basket here with my little numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick 2. And you can decide which one you want to work with. So let's see what we have. We have number 58, which is, I vote this evolving genius to plant flowers, to be most likely to plant flowers and trees to honor loved ones.
That's so beautiful.
And then the other one, 63, I think we have to just go ahead and do both of these. Number 63 is, I vote this evolving genius most likely to write a screenplay that becomes a huge success. So you have your little cheat sheet. So I'm going to read the prompt, and then next, I will say, I honor this about you because, and then I will honor you.
Okay.
Okay. So your first prompt is 58. So I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to go ahead and do some improv. Okay, so I do this for you. And at some point, you know, and here's another interesting thing. I'm not sure, in my heart of hearts, I want to start with everybody honoring themselves first, because I think it has to start that way. But everybody tells me, oh, people don't know how. They're not good at it. Oh, I can't imagine people starting with that. And it's like, okay, well, I'll start with honoring you. And when I do it in a group, I will start and I will do several as an example anyway. And then maybe we'll have one where you get to honor yourself because that's so important to me.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay, so I'm going to do one for you first. I vote you, tree hugger. Being the evolving genius that you are, to be voted most likely to plant flowers and trees to honor loved ones. I honor this about you because I can imagine you finding the most beautiful flowers and trees because they represent beauty. They represent the earth and the earthly experience and the beautiful seasons of nature that reflect these people's lives. I honor you because I can imagine how much joy you will feel honoring these people in such a beautiful, grounded, loving, and beautiful way. I honor you for planting flowers and trees for loved ones that you don't even know, because that mirrors who you really are. You're a person who prays for people that they don't even know. This is a beautiful way for you to demonstrate honoring people. And trees and flowers, I mean, come on, you're a tree hugger. Isn't that cute how that all fits together for today? So I honor you deeply for the love and the compassion that you bring in this process, the love of beauty that you bring to this process. And I also honor that, excuse me, I feel like you absolutely trust that your positive intentions of honoring these people will make a huge impact, not only in your own world, but for the family of these people. Whether those people are in spirit or not, they will get it and appreciate it. And that you trust and you know that all the beautiful energy you put out into the universe swirls around and affects everyone because we're all connected. And it will absolutely not only come back to you, but to other people. And I have to also say that I absolutely can honor you for this because I feel your integrity at work in a very practical, beautiful, and caring way. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Beautiful.
That was okay?
Oh, so beautiful and poetic.
Well, good.
Oh my gosh, you're a poet.
Well, it takes one to know one.
Yes.
And again, people have these wisdom words, which I didn't really look at, but they're there. All these great words that people can pick to inspire them. So I'm going to do another one. Excuse me. I vote this, thank you. I vote this evolving genius most likely to write a screenplay, a movie screenplay that becomes a huge success. I can honor this about you because I know you're brilliant. You are a brilliant writer, number one. And you have an amazing sense of what speaks to people, what speaks to them intellectually, what speaks to them emotionally. I can also honor you for this because you have a sense of the dramatic that works. That's not just all icky drama, but you can go through, the process like you do of your life, like a good screenplay does of anyone's life, as you watch everything evolve and you put all this love and light and joy into this evolutionary process that absolutely speaks to people. And that's one of the reasons that it's a huge success. I see you also bringing your passion for solutions, planting really important seeds, your little tree hugging seed planter. I see you planting these amazing seeds in this screenplay that make a huge difference in people's lives. Planting seeds and trusting that they will sprout is such a fabulous thing. And I see you really hitting the limelight. I see some amazing people, who knows, maybe Oprah or someone promoting who you are and what you do because they recognize not only your brilliance, they recognize your delight and your sense of adventure and the part of you that seeks positive thrills for the betterment of everyone. I mean, of course, your screenplay is going to be enlightening. Of course, it's going to be higher consciousness related. And of course, it's going to have perfect drama of the whole entire journey, which will speak to literally everyone. So I honor you for being the brilliant, creative, inventive, expressive writer that you are and visionary. And I just honor you for nurturing this process along, goodness knows, a million tiny steps, edit, re-edit, to really create something that demonstrates your kindness and your love, and you're ready to make the movie you wish somebody else would have made, but you're ready to actually get out there and do it. So I honor you for that.
And sister. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You have such a gift with this game too. Like even just sharing the honoring is like so beautiful to like listen and watch. And the love and joy just exudes from you while you're doing it. So it's like, anyone who gets this game, it's like there's so much love just in receiving it from you in itself. So how wonderful and what a gift.
Thank you. So now you get to honor yourself. This is going to be fun. I'm going to put the pedal to the metal. Okay, so, this is a good one. So I drew for you number 21.
Okay.
And it says, I vote you, tree hugger, this evolving genius, to be voted most likely to give a homeless person their sleeping bag. So now I want you to say, I vote myself most likely to give a homeless person my sleeping bag.
I vote myself most likely to give a homeless person my sleeping bag.
And you can honor this about yourself because?
I can honor this about myself because I love humanity and I want to see everyone prosper and everyone feel safe and everyone to feel warm and cozy and feel loved and treated as an equal on the inside. So of course I would do this because I see them as myself. I see them as one. We are one. We are all connected. So I see the beauty and the love and the joy emanating from this person. And they're no different from me other than the fact that they need a sleeping bag. So I would, of course, share this warm, cozy, loving space for them to sleep in. And it would give me an opportunity to share my big, loving, expansive, generous heart with them in such a simple way, simple yet profound way, and to continue making a difference by being present in the moment and to share this beautiful, beautiful, loving connection with this stranger who who's going to be a turning fork in my life, who might be a catalyst for my journey. So I'm so blessed and honored that God has given me this gift of connection with this beautiful being, and that I'm able to witness this beautiful connection as it is, as seeing them as my brother, as my other, as one. So.
Wow. See why you're the honoring princess. See why I want to give this to you. So I have made a decision. I've made a decision that I'm going to give you absolutely every aspect of what you need. I'm going to give you this gift of this game and my support. And I am hopeful that you will find a group and get out and do it, and maybe even, get a video of it so that people can actually see. I mean, you're the most honoring person I know next to me, really. And to be able to, demonstrate it to people, I can absolutely see you doing that. So I want to honor you by giving you the Evolving Genius Improv program.
Idea first, like where I want to do this with, and I just feel like this can be so impactful. Like, it might be small, but I feel like this can be so impactful. And it's like, you start with a small group, and it just, if I do this with a bunch of groups and continue expanding, and you're making me recognize that I do have a gift of honoring. Like, I never maybe looked at it like that. And I'm like, wow, I have such a deep gift of honoring other people. And it's a gift from you to recognize that I have the same gift as you of loving to honor people and sharing this and extending it with others, because we're all so beautiful. So thank you for this beautiful gift, because I'm like, wow, like I get to share my gift with the world of honoring people through your gift of this visionary award and gift giving. And I'm so grateful. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You are so welcome. And, the more we practice at it, the more we can get a little bit funnier and a little bit sillier. And, I mean, who knows what we can bring to it, I mean, improv and to draw people who love improv is going to be so fun for you. It's going to make you an even better writer, because you will have, and I understand sometimes it's a very solo, deep inner thing, and your stuff is very much that way. But how much fun to get out there and chuckle it up with some of these people, just to allow them to be funny and to be silly and to be honoring as well. And it just brings me incredible joy to imagine you doing that. So you'll have to let me know how it goes.
We did this and then now you're doing it. I'm like, oh, wow. Like, I was looking up to you. I'm like, you are just this beautiful visionary honoring. And I'm like, wow, we have something very in common, and no wonder we've connected over this beautiful gift of honoring and sharing with the world. So thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And one thing I just want to run by real quickly is, not only do I have those like 90 key honoring words that can help people, but I have some beginning statements that people can try on for size. I honor this about you because I can imagine or see or feel you. I appreciate you. You bring a lot of fabulous. I can sense how much you enjoy. I truly honor you because the most beneficial thing about this is people stay warm and you get to feel good about yourself. I see you as a person who is committed to. You are an amazing genius because you help us all evolve by. You have inspired me too. I trust your future is bright because I trust you will continue to develop what I find so interesting about you is your brand of Evolving Genius is very amusing because what I find so amusing about all of this is I trust you know the importance of, I honor you for the example you set for. So these beginning sentences really, I mean, I think that I didn't really use them, and I think my honoring for you would have actually been better had I really worked with these beginning sentences, because it really makes it easy for people to start with these beginning sentences, and then they've got all those keywords. And so I'm really trusting that it will be simple enough and easy enough for people that they will just take to it like a fish to water.
So beautiful.
Okay.
Right now. Honor you. Do I get a chance to honor you?
Oh, well, I guess you can if you'd like to. You go right ahead, like as if you haven't already.
Okay, so I remember, do we have, you were the honoring, what was yours again? Honoring.
I am the honoring celebrant because I honor and I celebrate.
Beautiful. And do you want to pull for yours and then I'll read them off?
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Okay. So do you want me to pick one for me?
And now that because I didn't use that list, I'll use this list too. It might make it even more
better.
Yes,
and it might help if you write this down, the one that we're going to do for me. It might make it a little easier for you, sweetheart.
Okay.
And see, that's why you have that little worksheet so that people can write it down and make it a little bit easier. So I drew number 49, which is, it all starts out with, I vote this evolving genius most likely to. And number 49 is, call upon and work with angels for the benefit of humanity. I've got some great prompts, visionary prompts. See, again, people are like, well, what do humanitarian endeavors look like? My visionary prompts are what humanitarian, big picture, ideas and ideals look like. So that's just one example.
Oh my goodness, that's so fitting for you. Call upon and work with angels for the benefit of humanity. That is okay. So the honoring celebrant, I call upon you and vote you, this evolving genius, to call upon and work with angels for the benefit of humanity. And I honor this
because, yes.
Honor this about you because you are an angel yourself. You have beautiful, delicate wings of love and grace, and you just exude unconditional love, joy, peace, and bliss, and you welcome all with an open heart. And you have such a nurturing, beautiful, loving presence that makes everyone feel loved and accepted, and if they've been gifted by the grace of God. So you are an angel yourself. Now I'm going to go look and get here. You help us all evolve by being your most authentic angelic self. I can sense how much you enjoy sharing your angelic qualities with the world because it allows others to see that they are angels themselves. I can feel and sense your inner qualities of beauty, peace, harmony, and nurturance. And I honor this about you because the world benefits profoundly from an open heart of love, of joy, of that inner child innocence and freedom. So thank you for being you. I honor you and all your innocence, joy, and peace and angelic presence that you share and exude with this world. Thank you, Iris. Or
wow.
Friend. I was like, I started off not using those and I was like, okay, I'm going to bring in the improvisation beginning statements to see if the energy shifts a little bit. So I really feel like you can go a lot of different directions with it.
Thank you so much. And it made me realize that I need to work with those beginning sentences too. When I work with people, and that will give them more confidence that you can work with the beginning sentences and that it will be easier.
Absolutely.
Go ahead and shut me up.
So fun. So fun. Oh, it just feels like your heart's opening as you're sharing it. And it's like almost brought me to tears because it's such an intimate, you're providing such an intimate experience. Like there's just so much love being exchanged in this moment. And it's deeply rich and transpersonal and spiritual. So thank you.
Well, thank you. And can't you just imagine kids doing this? Can't you imagine parents being a great example? And then these kids pick up on it and go, oh, Mama's word that she taught me was nurturing. I didn't know what that meant, but now I know what that means. And Mommy is that. And I mean, learning some of these key words. I mean, and, kids can use simpler words like, happiness and play. And I mean, they can, wherever you are is great. I just really feel like, families, family home evening, for all of the Mormon people that I grew up with in Utah,
Oh, absolutely. I was like, literally, when you're like, I'm going to give this to you, I'm like, well, as soon as I visit my family up in Washington, I want to get us all together and sit down and have a little party with food and play this game and just relish in this reverence for one another and this fun laughter. So beautiful, beautiful. I don't know if we've touched on this. We probably have already touched on this, but what do you feel like why is this considered to be a visionary edition?
Well, again, I think it's because it's all about the big picture. So I'm gonna read a few more of my visionary prompts, because that's the visionary part, right? Is humanitarian ideals and endeavors, looking at them, wondering. I think everybody needs to ponder, gee, if I knew what humanitarian ideas and ideals and endeavors are, what would that look like? So I'm going to read a few. I wrote this evolving genius most likely to dance naked in the rain and sunshine to their own tune, lead a study group about alien contacts and intentions, celebrate every pagan holiday religiously with their tribe, be a healing presence sent by angels of mercy and compassion, invent a new party game for kids and seniors, most likely to create an Earth Day celebration in nature, most likely to pray for people they don't even know, most likely to get lost in the forest for days with no cell service, most likely to think globally and act locally, making a huge community impact. And people can go off on how you might do that, how they can imagine that you would do that, and how fun is that? And who knows what intuitive seeds people can plant for each other. I vote you most likely to evolve by sending anonymous awards to kids and caregivers. Voted most likely to demonstrate excellent social skills every day with kindness. I love this one too for my community. Tree hugger. Voted most likely to grow a salad bar for your local wildlife every year. Be the friend in need, indeed, who actually shows up. Run for a political office and win big time. Be a stellar champion for peace and justice. Question everyone's intentions, no matter who they are. So
fun. So fun. Visionary.
To start with. And then the cool thing is that you can write your own. You can come up with some of your own. Other people can come up with their own prompts. People can come up with their own keywords. People Absolutely. Can, record and share an honoring that they absolutely adore that they created. And people can learn to not only honor other people, but honor themselves in each other. And like my poem, Honoring Builds a Circle of Nobility, I think it's really important because once we learn to honor other people and we learn to honor ourselves, everything shifts. I mean, absolutely everything shifts. And I did change my poem slightly to add improv into it. So in closing,
okay,
I've taken so much of your time. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely. It's so great to be here with you.
So this is my poem, Honoring Builds a Circle of Nobility, which expresses how I feel about honoring. And oftentimes when I write poetry, I write from my inner child, from that innocent, loving, simple side of myself. And this is for the improv process. Honoring builds a circle of nobility. Honoring is where silence joins what is true. Honoring is a divine reflection of me and of you. Honoring is holding a sincere respect as a natural goodness that you reflect. Honoring improv is a happy, joyful kind of play. Creative honoring is my greatest joy day after day. Honoring in secret builds nobility. Positive anonymous surprises foster one's humility. Honoring is my essential reality. Honoring people brings me essential clarity. Honoring improv creates a sacred circle of discovering that together we are harmonizing. It reflects the capability of our evolving creativity, joined with our social responsibility to create melody and mastery, a new tranquility of generosity. So just remember that if your honoring of others and of your life is really clear and sincere, that the goodness of others and life will surely reflect and honor you too, my dear.
So soulful and nurturing. Like I want the whole world to just drink that poem. Just drink it. So nurturing.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's all about the fun. You know, it's like as you get older, it's like, if it ain't fun, I ain't doing it. You know, it's like.
Yes. Yes.
And this brings me incredible joy. And like I said, I have simplified it and opened the door to improv in the very same breath. And that brings me incredible joy.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Do you feel like this is one of the most powerful things you've written, or what is the most powerful thing about this improv program?
Yeah, I think it is because, again, it brings forth everybody's wisdom, everybody's fun, everybody's honoring. So that's the beauty of it. You know, it's one thing like for me to write my poetry and it's my thing and people get it or they don't and they judge it or they don't. But you stand your cute little self up and you practice honoring people. And, you know, it really empowers people with, I think, the simple basics to be able to practice, to get good at it, and to have fun. And we need positive, uplifting social engagements and social interactions. And that's really what this game or event program provides.
It's fun with a capital. Fun, beautiful. I was wondering, what do you feel is your most important message that you would like to share with our audience about visionary improv for evolving geniuses?
Basically, that it's good for any event or an event unto itself, and it's good for any age group. And again, I want us to plant seeds with old people who have a happy little inner child that needs to get happier. You know, I mean, I want everyone's inner child. And that's the thing, when I was walking in my woods after I created it, that literally brought tears to my eyes, is all of our inner child. You know, we all want to heal the inner child. We want to express from the inner child. We want to return to our innocent joy, and honoring and appreciation are all about that, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I just want to honor you for being so good at honoring.
Thank you. We are a match made in heaven. It's so wonderful to bask in this energy of honoring. It's such a beautiful energy. And where can we find, where can we find you, Iris? Where can my audience really dive in and explore your wonderful gifts?
Yeah, so basically, probably the easiest place is my Etsy shop, which is called Evolving Genius Awards. So if you go to Etsy and search Evolving Genius Awards, you will find all of my stuff. This is brand new. Okay. And so it's not available for the general public yet. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a scholarship application out there, and I'm going to offer it really inexpensively for like $5, where you can get all the information, a link to this lovely video, which gives people an example and more information about it. And then I'm going to charge people a reasonable amount. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it all together and send it to them complete. And it will also include a little bit of mentoring so that I can be there to support them in the process. So I'm putting those details together, so you're going to get the very first one besides me.
Oh, I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful. So you can find you on Etsy. We can also find you on Simbi, correct? This is
Yes.
You and I first met, and we've discussed this in another interview, but I'd love to. People can also find you on Simbi, which is an exchange website of services.
Yes.
You have
Iris Barrett.
And you have so many other services that you offer, like the Mayan astrology, which is exquisite and beautiful. So yeah, thank you, Simbi, as well. So you can find her on Etsy and Simbi. And Thank you so much. Is there anything else that you would love to share, or any visionary prompts you would like to close on, or anything pertinent that our audience needs to hear today?
I just want to say I know how to pick my protege. I pick you, girlfriend. And the idea of being able to gift you this, I really do have a sense of not only how profound the process is in its simplicity, but I could just imagine how it will enhance so many people's lives to have you out there demonstrating it and opening up the opportunity for them to experience this process as well as me. So now I'm really getting excited about it.
Yay!
Thank you.
For closing, any next steps that you feel like you might be taking after on your exquisite journey?
No, just check my Etsy store, and I'll be offering scholarships and applications, and moving on with the next steps.
Yay, beautiful. Well, thank you for sharing this gift with me today. Thank you for this beautiful energy of honoring and reverence that we experienced. And I've learned so much, and I feel like our connection has only deepened with this energy of honoring. So thank you for just being a leader, a visionary of appreciation, of joy and love, and sharing this with our world. And thank you for all that you do and being exactly who you are, a light, a love, and an angel. So thank you so much for today, and lots of love and light and blessings to you, Iris.
Thank you, Caitlin Lay. You are amazing, and I adore everything about you. And what you see is what you are. That's my closing statement.
I love you.
I love you. Bye, sweetheart.